Welcome back to Grandpa's Time. Hey, grandkids. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a plant that my grandson and I saw on a recent outing into the woods. It's called mullein, and I've never used it medicinally. I've only ever used it as emergency toilet paper. This book here, Edible and Medicinal Plants of the West by Grgory Tilford. It's just an excellent guidebook, and it's got a nice picture of mullein. That's in its second year. It's a biennial plant, so the first year it just produces leaves, and the second year it gives you that stalk. I'm going to read what this book has to say about it a little bit. Let's see. During its second and final year of growth, mullein heads skyward with a stout central stalk that may exceed 6 feet. The many yellow flowers form a terminate cob-like inflorescence. Anyway, habitat and range: a Eurasian import that has made itself at home in any variety of disturbed sites across North America. Edibility: the leaves are edible in small quantities when cooked, but their woolly texture makes them undesirable to most palates. It's really soft, and it's nice for other things. Medicinal uses: American Indians dried the leaves and smoked them to relieve the symptoms of asthma and other respiratory discomforts. The leaf tea is recognized by herbalists around the world as a traditional remedy for respiratory congestion and hemorrhage. The flowers are said to produce strong antimicrobial qualities and are especially well known for their use as an oil infusion in the treatment of ear infections. The root is believed to have astringent and tonic qualities that make it useful in treating urinary incontinence. The seeds were used by American Indians as a paralytic fish poison, as they contain a considerable amount of rotenone. And then the warning is, although no adverse side effects have been noted with mullein, it contains coumarin and rotenone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Two substances that may prove toxic if ingested in large enough quantities. The seeds should not be consumed under any circumstances. Okay. So that's the book, and it's a good guidebook. It's pretty basic, though. I did a little more internet research on this, and it talks about helping with asthma, cough, common cold, bronchitis. There's some information on WebMD that says it talks about early research in fighting viral infections and treating ear infections, which that book referred to. It also mentions a rare side effect of skin rash with some people, and it says always to be careful if you're pregnant or breastfeeding in any herb or any of this stuff, you know. The other thing was that the tiny hairs on the plant may irritate the throat, so strain thoroughly. Talks about 2 ways of making this. So a cold infusion for colds, and I'll put these in the comments. I'll write the stuff down in the comments so you have a reference also. 1 teaspoon dried or fresh leaves, chopped or crushed, per cup of water, or a handful of leaves per gallon. Place in cold water, let soak overnight, and remove the herb, and I guess what you have left over is your cold infusion. WebMD says it's an expectorant, makes coughs more productive, also a demulcent. Studies showed demulcents create a smoothing anti-inflammatory coating over mucous membranes. Then it talks about the health benefits of mullein tea. That's the WebMD specifically talks about the health benefits of mullein tea, and it talks about being from Europe and Western Asia, like the book did, and that it's a biennial plant. The first season it produces a gathering of fuzzy leaves. The second year produces a tall stalk with small yellow flowers, which I showed you. And I'll show you a picture here of mullein that we saw when we were out together. And then to make tea, 1 cup of water over 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried mullein leaves or flowers, steep 10 to 15 minutes. Drink it up to 3 to 4 times a day. You can buy it commercially, so you don't have to go out and pick it if you don't want to. I think it's good to know a few plants. I don't know as many as I would like to know or think I should know, but I do know some. And this is the one I've used, but I've always used it for extra toilet paper. So anyway, medicinal uses. It's a pretty good medicinal plant, and I hope you get something out of this. And this is me introducing it to my grandson. Thanks for watching. Look at this. Feel it. It's a leaf. What's it feel like?
It's like a fake leaf.
I know, but does it feel soft?
Yeah.
It's called mullein. Mullein? I think it's called mullein. M-U-L-L-E-I-N.
Can we have it?
Well, you can have it if you want. When you're out in the woods, if you run out of toilet paper, you can use it to wipe your butt.
No.
Yeah?